Hello everybody, my name is Adam Bergman and I am a YouTuber. In today's video, I will be covering Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. Palantir breaking news just announced a brand new partnership between Palantir and ML Twist. And they are using the brand new platform by Palantir called Fedstart. If you're unfamiliar with this, sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and I'll get into it in just a moment. But I need to take a quick pause and explain to you what just happened and why the entire market is down. You see, Palantir is currently down 1%, going just south of $15 a share. The S&P 500 is currently down around 0.5%, trading at around that 440 and 50 cents. And the NASDAQ is out, and the QQQ, my Russian accent, and the QQQ is also down about 1%. The question is why? What happened? We had the FOMC meeting. This is the third last meeting of the year. We're going to have two more meetings after this. To nobody's surprise, the Federal Reserve did not raise rates. The current rates are 5.25% to 5.5%. So the question is, Adam, well, why is the market tanking? It was doing good for a while, but why is it tanking? Because Jerome Powell was asked a couple of questions. And while he was being asked a couple of questions, this guy keeps reiterating the same thing, like he's saying all the time, like, no new news. We need inflation to go down even more. Inflation is going down, but we need to monitor it. We need more unemployment. Unemployment is going up, but we need to monitor it. Unemployment is good for inflation to go down. Don't hate the messenger. The thing is, he says that overwhelmingly the entire board, the entire panel at the Federal Reserve said that probably in the next two meetings, there's going to be one more rate hike, which would bring us up to 5.5 to 5.75, respectively. The problem is around a year and a half ago, the rate was 0.25%, which means we literally increased the federal funds rate by 20 times, literally 20x. That's absolutely freaking absurd. And this is one of the huge criticisms by Cathie Wood and a couple of other people, well, a lot of other people, and my criticism as well. The problem is they keep raising rates, and they're literally the ones that are collapsing the banks. They're literally the ones that are collapsing our economy. The problem is if you keep tightening, you might just break the screw. Listen, he was asked one more question, and he was like shaking and sweating, and he was so unnerved. And he was asked, like, listen, why do your projections keep changing? And essentially every single meeting or every single year, the projections keep getting raised, right? Every single meeting, they keep raising the projections. They meet those projections. They keep raising it, so on and so forth. And by raising it, I mean that they keep saying, hey, we're predicting a certain inflation rate or a certain rate hike by this time. And then they get to that, and then they keep raising it more. So I would take what he said, raising the rate one more time by the end of the year, with a grain of salt. And even if he does, it is what it is. I still predict that we're going to get rate cuts next year, unless you want the entire, economy to collapse. And I think that this is all going to stop once Donald Trump is going to win the 2024 presidency. That's my own personal opinion. If you guys don't like it, you guys don't have to watch my channel. But I am a Trump supporter, proudly. And I am an American supporter, proudly. With that said, let me get right into the article that just came out about the Fedstart program and Palantir. This is a publication that just came out from ML Twist. Before I read it, let's just read a little bit about what they exactly do. Our mission is to streamline your machine learning efforts. And what they want to do is they want to take these streamlining machine learning efforts and they want to offer it to the DoD. Now, Palantir said that one of the main reasons of the Fedstart program, and then this is the publication right here, which I'll read in just a moment, is that it cost them tons of sponsors, tons of connections, millions of dollars, and quite a long time to actually get accredited for impact level, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they have a deal with the DoD, I guess, that they can on-ramp companies so they don't have to go through the grueling process of, because Palantir already is, and Palantir is going to give you these mini audits, hold your hands, and essentially be your guardian angel, your sponsor, in order to allow you to do work with the DoD. This is really, really important. Now, some people had a criticism, hey, Adam, isn't this bad for Palantir? Because essentially Palantir's Palantir's competition is now going to be able to Palantir are shooting themselves in the foot, essentially. And to this, I'm going to say, no, they're making new partnerships. They're making new allies. They're making new friends. I think this is a very, very good thing. and I don't see it as a bad thing. So let's read this. Navigating the path to defense contractors, a closer look at Palantir's Fedstart. Artificial intelligence is critical to the future of defense, and the U.S. government has acknowledged its belief that the private sector innovation will drive advantages for the U.S. defense, complying with the U.S. Department of Defense high security standards. However, is a major undertaking for businesses of any size. And now they're going to explain Palantir. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a quote from earlier today. I uploaded a video about Palantir. Enter Palantir, a prominent player in the government technology space who are offering a powerful solution with its innovative Fedstart program. Fedstart is a catalyst helping companies find an out-of-the-box solution to comply with the requirements associated with FedRAMP and Impact Level 5, soon to be Impact Level 6. Palantir is going to bring that later on, certification. By providing an Impact Level 5 compliant SaaS product, companies like MLTwist can deploy their Docker-sized solutions into secure environments to meet the DoD's requirements. MLTwist can thereby focus on its core offering of AI data pipelines and take advantage of Palantir's best-in-class DoD cloud environments and security controls. Earlier today, I put out a video. There's an advisor to Palantir. His name is Jacob Helberg. If you guys want to check it out, check out my Twitter. I posted the video on Twitter as well as a video that came out earlier today. I posted around 8 in the morning because I get up early. Early bird gets the worm, trying to make that money and enjoy my family. And Jacob is a senior advisor to Palantir. He started working with Palantir in August, and he's actually the commissioner for the U.S.-China Commission. I think because he's the commissioner for the U.S.-China Commission, which he started in February, that's how he got the senior advisement role in August with Palantir. In any case, he was doing an interview with Fox News. And in that interview, he was asked how many companies actually work with the DoD outside of the primes. And he only mentioned 3 American companies, SpaceX, Anduril, and Palantir. And he says it's extremely difficult to work with the DoD outside of the primes. And all 3 companies had to sue the U.S. government in one way, shape, or form or another. I don't think people actually understand or feel the delicate process and the capabilities and how absolutely difficult it is to start working with the DoD. That's why it's very, very important and extremely lucrative, I think, in the long run, that Palantir is able to on-ramp clients, and there's actually a want to be on-ramped to work with the DoD via Palantir's Fedstart. This is another example of how Palantir can just shift things around and, garnish revenue out of nowhere, right? It's not like they had to change anything around. They're literally taking the assets that they have, they switch them around a little bit, and now you have a program called Fedstart. And I believe that the profits, the margins are going to be astronomical because you're essentially just a consultant. There's like nothing out of pocket that you got to take out. Let's keep reading the article. Fedstart is a bridge for businesses with innovative technology that can benefit the DoD, said Ali Manfri, senior architect and lead of the Fedstart program at Palantir. A common challenge in these businesses often do not have the resources or time to build out the environments the DoD requires to operate. Fedstart offers them the ability to leverage Palantir's expertise and proven credibility in running these environments and let those companies focus on their core technologies instead. As a result, the DoD is able to access some of the latest innovations and commercial sector, some of the latest innovations the commercial sector has to offer while ensuring the highest level of security and compliance are maintained. I'm not going to read, too much of this. You guys can read this yourself, but it's very important to understand that that's not the first company that they onboarded. They also onboarded a company called Bloodhound Enterprise from Spectre Ops. And this news came out back in July 18th, which it was like fresh off the offering for Palantir's Fedstart. This is definitely a really, really good thing. Look, at the end of the day, I truly do believe in Palantir. Next week, we're supposed to get some information about the NHS. Hopefully, we get that contract. I do believe it's not a do or die, but I do believe it's extremely important for us to get that contract, more so than the contract and the revenue itself of the contract, but more so how many doors is going to open up in the future. Specifically, with being able to get a contract like that, with all the adversity, all the hate, all the lies, and all the smear campaigns against Palantir. I mean, it's absolutely insane what's going on. Palantir can do no right. We also have S&P 500 inclusion, which is going to be absolutely massive for Palantir. On the next earnings call, we're probably going to be gap profitable 4 quarters in a row. We're going to get the announcement at the end of the year, and next year we're actually going to be included into the S&P 500. Now, some people say, Adam, why do all analysts hate Palantir? To this, I'm going to say not all of them. HSBC just gave us a $16, neutral rating, I think it was, but they're saying that we're worth $16. Fair game. Right now, we're worth, we're trading at $15, so 16 is fair game. Bank of America actually reiterated $18 a share, so we're a buy with them. And Wedbush reiterated a $25 a share price. So little by little, I know it's not, super fast. It's at a snail's pace, but little by little, we are winning over analysts. But at the end of the day, you should be your own analyst. You should figure out what's good for you. Don't listen to anybody, including YouTubers like myself. All we should be here for, all these news outlets, just a stepping stone, a piece of information. For example, I read you this article right now. If you've never heard of Fedstart, you should now analyze and do your own research about what Fedstart is. Can Fedstart actually bring in revenue for Palantir? Is there an addition or an add-on that Palantir can do to generate more revenue from Fedstart? This is the point of being an investor. Think outside the box, figure things out. But Fedstart is very important. Palantir essentially is like Unity. I know Unity is, getting a lot of shit right now, but hear me out. Unity allows developers to develop their actual programs, to develop their actual apps, to develop their actual games, and not worry with all the background, right? Well, Palantir now allows you to do what you do as a company and don't worry about the background. Palantir got you. Palantir will take care of all of that. Just worry about your core business. Guys, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you guys. If you want to support the channel further, I have a link to channel membership down below. It's $3 a month. This funds my coffee addiction. And I do have a shit ton of only member videos specifically about options, wheel strategy, covered calls, cash secure puts, and I show you my actual trades if that helps anybody. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.